everyone, happy weekend. So, I want to share something extremely personal with you today. It's in a poem format, and this is about a very, very deep part of me that is ready to share what is going on. And this is around like my personal work and things like that. I do a lot of deep, deep inner child healing, and this poem is that for me. So, the title of this poem, and feel free to please pause this video, grab some tissue. I would recommend not operating heavy machinery or driving while listening to this. The poem is called The DID Struggle. What polar extremes of dark and light and dissociative identity disorder feels like for me. It's pretty deep, but there's a lot of light in there because I'm a master alchemist. So let's do this. The DID struggle. Not a soul truly understands what it's like to live in two worlds very vastly different. One where I am the epitome of strength, resilience, and fortitude, overcoming every attack on me from every angle that you can imagine, but finding some solace in little things such as the sun beaming or the stillness and groundedness of my tree friends, or poetry that gives me comfort in just times of strife. For neither world really had much good, fun, and things that many would call normal. They were so few, I missed out on school altogether as a child. I missed out on having friend groups. I barely know to this day what those look like, if I'm being honest. I didn't have the big stuff like graduations or celebrations, all missed as I was raised in hell. And I find any bit of peace and little fun and happiness wherever I can. However fleeting it may seem, I be sure to try and always come back to that. But the little lost toddler in me is disconnected as fuck from all of this. I call this toddler damage, as this is the only way that they can even view themselves outside of my immensely deep attentiveness and their, no matter what, love. They were used, abused, manipulated to such a horrific degree. It is no shock. It makes people absolutely sick to hear just a snippet of what happened to that little one, so I never really said much about it, as I wanted my part and those people not to suffer as I had all these years. It always feels easier to shut it all out, as suffering sucks. Damage was heavily conditioned to feel extremely cut off from all forms of love, affection, and care from beyond just caregivers. See, that little toddler struggles to understand that words like love are not riddled with knives, used against them every time and time again, in family and romance especially. They can't yet see that community care is not full of seething enemies ready to devour any and every pain, gobbling it all up for their own enjoyment, pleasure, and food to fuel their empty souls. For damage, this is all there is: darkness, suffering, anguish 24/7. I found damage in a healing session in horror level conditions. Of course, it was in my mind, but the pain, so real, manifested as the caged, beaten, torn up soul in utter darkness, weeping, clutching to their war-torn little stuffed bunny. Just as dirty as they were. Neglected needs gone unmet for so long that it physically hurt for this little one to be near light, to be touched, and even to be spoken to kindly, as it felt like danger to be near anything good. I don't write this as I have it all figured out, but I am a fierce defender of damage. For to me, they are the forgotten one I will never abandon. I couldn't see till I had worked through heaps of other wounded parts to even know that they existed. I show up for them every day, looking for them, sitting near them in the cage that they are not ready yet to leave. Not letting me touch them, much less hold them, rocking them as I want to so badly. So I keep giving them the love they are terrified of through other ways. So just telling them I understand what it's like to live in hell. I know how scary it is to feel isolated and alone, non-judgmental, just there. To them, connection feels like a monster, so I bring them a note with a silly smiley face, or sing over them that I believe there is a day they will find my deep, undying care and protection for them. I will drop my spiritual sword, losing a battle if need be, to cover my whole being, comprised of other fragmented parts of me, covering them, shouting while they scream in pain, I'm here. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I may not be able to reach them to protect them as the enemy attacks them in their cage, bars oozing toxins eating their skin. The floor becoming flaming hot, full of spikes where they are curled up. It becoming more toxic and suffocating. I can see it in their extremely broken eyes. But you fight on, you hold on to your bunny, honey, because I'm here, and I find it awesome that you acknowledge me now. Little one, you are not ever damaged to me. You are the strongest of me. You survived hell, and while it seems so hard still, I know that better days are ahead, that my unconditional, unwavering, unfailing love will one day penetrate your pain and diminish it with my warmth. For every time you are treated as less than an animal, I will be holding you tightly to fill the gaping wounds with love, like my damn life depends upon it. Damaged, I know you by your true name. One that I saw was yours the moment that I found you. Glow. For you are meant to literally glisten and glow in the darkest of places. You understand others in this place like you. You seem mean and disassociative and love to suffer, but I see the truth. You want others now like you to know they are not alone. If that is not the ultimate kindness, I do not know my own name. Glow, I protect you and unconditionally love you no matter how mean you are to me, how much you push me away. I will always come and sit near you, showing you that I always cared. I never stopped. You had been in a huge minefield of false love your whole life until I showed up. Intentionally grateful as fuck. I will keep showing up for you, honey, and I will never ever leave, no matter how hard it gets, for my parental love will stand the test of time. I thank you for letting me share this with others so they feel less alone where they are too. See, you are kind and so wonderful. Glow, keep on. I'm here, sweetie, no matter what. I hope that you enjoyed this very personal poem, me showing up imperfectly, stumbling over words at times and struggling with even spelling and whatnot. But I hope that this poem really touched some folks that needed to hear that there is light in the middle of horrific darkness. I would love to connect with you in the comments if you would like to connect there. But yeah, I hope that this touched you and gave you some hope in the world, made your day a little brighter. We wish you well. Have a great weekend, y'all.